Hello, I'm Erica Hill, and I help first generation women entrepreneurs, not just women, I work with men too, get access to capital so that they can scale and grow their business. They can hire that marketing team that they've been so ready to hire. They can hire those assistants that would actually help them grow their business grow and take their business to the next level. Or they can just have breathing room in the business for the times where the cash flow is actually slow in the business. I was thinking it's something that actually I've been thinking about. I've been reflecting. I do a lot of reflecting. And something that dropped in my spirit and that I've been reflecting on is, I don't know if you're anything like me, but I just realized I had PTSD when it came to money. And you're probably wondering like, girl, what you mean when you talk about PTSD? Growing up, I'm a first generation business owner myself. I'm also the first person in my immediate family to go to college. I'm the first investor in my family. I'm the first for a lot of things. So I actually set the tone in my family because I was the first for a lot of things. And because of that, I had a lot of successes, but I had a lot of failures too because I didn't have anyone that I can go to talk to. I had to figure a lot of things out on my own. But what I got present to is the PTSD thing. Wow, I had PTSD because we didn't have conversations at the table about money growing up. We didn't sit around and talk about money. My family didn't, my parents didn't sit down and actually talk to me about money. Actually, my grandmother raised me. And the only thing that she would tell us is, told me anyways, in order for you to be successful, you got to go to college. You got to get a degree. And in saying that, I grew up hearing a lot of scarcity conversations when it came to money. Put that back, we can't afford it. What you think, we got McDonald's money? Just a lot of scarcity things like money doesn't grow on trees, lack and scarcity conversations when it came to money. Now, I didn't understand that. I was a kid listening to those things, but I didn't understand that I was like a little tape recorder. Those things that I actually heard growing up about money actually became my money stories too. So, I went to college, I got that degree, I got that good job, but being that I heard a bunch of negative things when it came to money, I didn't know what to do with the money when I actually got it. And, at one point, I was bad at managing my money, and I have a degree in business finance, okay? But I was bad at managing my money because I didn't see people around me managing their money very well. I can't say that though, because my grandmother was a beast when it came to managing money, but she still had a scarcity mindset when it came to money. We didn't have conversations about abundance, overflow. It was always just enough to pay this, just enough to do that. So that became my mentality, and I didn't even know it. And when I say I had PTSD around money, even though I eventually broke that cycle, I started managing my money. I started multiplying my money because I was around a different environment. And the environment that I was actually around, I saw them doing it. So I wanted to do it too, but I didn't understand. I still had those limiting mindset. I still had that limiting mindset. I still held on to some of those limiting beliefs when it came to money. And I would find myself saying things like if I had a really big bill that came in, I had the money to pay it, but I would say things like, ooh, I don't want to, spend all my money if I'm going to get this bag. It was always like, I felt like I had to hold on to it for dear life. Like, woo, like, girl, you got a lot of money in your bank account. But even though I had money, I still had that mindset like, ooh, I better hold on to what I have, because, you better have that rainy day fund, you better have those reserves just in case this happens, just in case that happens. So what I realized is like, girl, you've done a lot of mindset work, but there's still some PTSD when it comes to money, and I want to ask you, what is your relationship with money? Do you see when it's time for you to pay your bills, how does it feel in your body? For me, at one point, I used to kind of avoid. I would pay them at the last minute. Before they were late, I would pay them at the last minute. But there was always tension here in my shoulder when it came to me, looking at my bank account. No matter what was in there, I would have several commas in my bank account, and still there was tension in my shoulder when I would look at my balance. When it was time for me to pay bills, it was tension. I would feel the tension in my shoulders or tightness in my chest, or I didn't meet my goals in my business. I felt that tension in my chest, like, ooh, there was always, will this be enough? So I want you, and that's something that I became present to, because at the end of the day, money is an energy. It's an energy. And if you are afraid of it, or if you don't see the abundance in it, if you only focus on the scarcity of it, you'll feel it in your body. You may not realize it, but you'll feel it in your body. That lets you know you're out of alignment. I want you to, let's do a quick exercise. Shall we? Let's do a quick exercise. I want you to pull up your app on your phone, and I want you to pull up your bank. Look at your banking app on your phone. And I want you to look, no matter what that amount is in your bank account, I want you to look at it. And I want you to pay attention to what those thoughts are going on in your head, and what does that feel like in your body? Do you feel like, ooh, there's not enough and it should be more? Or, ooh, you know, this is good, but I gotta got more. I need to get more. Like, pay attention to the thoughts and the feeling in your body when it comes to money. That's an awareness exercise that I want to leave you with, because that within itself will move mountains for you. That exercise within itself will let you know if you are out of alignment with money. And when I say out of alignment with money, are you looking at money as if it's some distant relationship that you have, as if it's something outside of you, as if it's something that you got to work really hard for, as if it's something that comes and goes? Like, start paying attention to, you know, those feelings, you know, those thoughts that you have, and that within itself will tell you the kind of relationship that you have with it. And you cannot change a relationship if you're not aware of the relationship you have with it. And you're probably like, Erica, what do you mean? You can't change something if you're not aware that it even exists. So that within itself, I want you to do that little exercise. It'll be real quick. And I want you to comment and let me know, how did you feel? What did you discover about yourself? Are you somebody like me that I used to suffer? I don't do it anymore because I did that exercise, and I realized that the relationship that I had with money was, I felt like money was a distant friend of myself. So that's something that I did, that I'm telling you to do, that move mountains, and it helped me to see, girl, you treating money like it's a distant boyfriend. You treating money like it's just, you know, something that comes and goes. Like, it doesn't have this ebb and flow relationship. And I want you to see, like, what is that for you? Comment below and let me know, okay? Thank you so much. Talk to you guys later. Bye.